Welcome to the 7:30 report. Tonight, legal moves to make sun protection tax-deductible for outdoor workers, the debate over nurses taking on duties normally performed by doctors, and the Australian in the front line of one of the world's most dangerous jobs.
There's already been 13 accidents in this minefield over the last 10 years, and that's why we're here.
Well, Australians go about their daily tasks with a minimum of fear. But imagine living in a country where a simple chore like fetching fresh water could result in death or disfigurement. It's the reality in Cambodia today, where Australian Archie Law is running an international aid program aimed at solving one of the world's worst landmine problems. With an estimated 7 million landmines scattered across Cambodia, it could take another 10 years before the country is mine-free. Sean Murphy reports on an Australian with an unorthodox background who's taken on the life and death task of landmine clearance.
Yeah, most people have the idea that minefields are very barren places in the middle of nowhere and no one in their right mind would live near them. Unfortunately, that's not the case here.
Archie Law is a big-hearted Australian with a big job. He's trying to clean up one of the world's worst landmine problems. Cambodia's long civil war between Pol Pot's murderous Khmer Rouge and Vietnam-backed forces has left a bitter legacy of up to 6 million deadly landmines. Huge areas of arable land are affected in a nation where subsistence farming remains the dominant way of life.
The kids are playing here, people are growing their crops. The critical difference is this is a minefield. There's already been 13 accidents in this minefield over the last 10 years, and that's why we're here. At the moment, we've got 3 families behind us over here, and there'll be another 4 families moving into this area. So that's 7 families, roughly 50 people. Whilst that number is relatively small compared to some of the work we do, this area is that heavily mined that these people need assistance, and they need it right now.
As head of the British charity Mine Action Group, or MAG, Archie Law runs a team of more than 400 deminers. At up to $1,000 to neutralise each mine, it's dangerous, expensive work, and a far cry from Archie Law's previous occupation. As drummer of the 80s band Huxton Creepers, Archie Law spent nearly 5 years near the top of the Australian music scene. In only their first year out of high school, the band shot to national prominence.
From that first gig, within 12 months, we were doing big shows on our own. We'd done national tours. We had a record contract with a major label. So things happened quite quickly. And at that point, you really do think, well, how far is this going to go? And you think you can do anything. And that's a terrific feeling. It doesn't come along that often.
After 5 years, the Huxton Creepers disbanded. And when Archie Law went back to university, his fellow band members weren't surprised.
He was just in it for the fun, I'm pretty sure. A couple of the others of us, we thought we might have had an actual career in music, but I'm pretty sure Archie was always, although he could play drums pretty good, he was always just in there for the fun, I think, yeah.
Archie Law still rattles the drums at an expats bar in Phnom Penh, owned by singer Duncan Kilburn, a former member of the British band, the Psychedelic Furs. But these days he plays purely for pleasure.
If I'm going to play any music these days, I have to be playing with people who are very relaxed about it and who are into doing it. Because the minute that people start getting really serious about it, and if someone hits a bum note, there's an ugly look, it's just like, look, forget it.
He may not be paid to play anymore, but a monthly gig among friends is a highly valued release from the horrors of landmines. Landmines kill hundreds every year in Cambodia, but many more are maimed. 1 out of every 236 Cambodians is an amputee. With foreign aid, some are able to resume near-normal lives, but many face an added complication foreign medical aid can't help.
You step on a mine, there is a feeling within communities in general that someone might have done something bad in a previous life, because the country is Buddhist and there's a strong belief in reincarnation. So there's a reason that you've stepped on a mine. Therefore, that bad luck could rub off on you. So you don't really want to be near the person who's just stepped on that mine, even years later, because that bad luck might wear off.
I think everybody here is doing terrific work, and I'd like to congratulate all of you on the great work you've done up here.
At Battambang province in the far west of Cambodia, local staff have organised a party in the boss's honour. Under Archie law, MAG deliberately employs the victims of landmines.
20% of MAG's deminers in Cambodia are women, and a further 20% are amputees. The women that we employ have typically lost their husband to a mine accident, so they're widows. And they're supporting a family in a country where women don't actually have very well-paying jobs or rewarding jobs.
But there's a new threat in Cambodia, one that Archie Law believes is an even greater danger to the men and women risking their lives on landmine clearance.
We've lost 9 deminers to HIV/AIDS over the last 12 months. The problem is very big in Cambodia. It has the highest transmission rate in Asia. And it's something that affects us because a lot of our guys are ex-military people, and you give people a substantial salary for a very dangerous job. They get their pay packet. The standard procedure is they go and have a few beers, and they'll end up in a brothel, to be perfectly honest.
MAG's deminers now get condoms with every pay packet. It's the sort of caring approach that has made the charity's local staff intensely loyal and has impressed other aid providers.
Yeah, he's clearing around the perimeter of this area, right through to there.
Archie's a larger-than-life character, really. He's both an effective manager and a strong advocate of the mine action cause. He's also very much a leader in the community in Phnom Penh in terms of dealing with mine action issues in a very development-oriented way.
Now Canberra-based, Bill Costello headed AusAid's mission in Cambodia for 2 years, bringing development aid to areas cleared by MAG and other demining agencies. Although landmines remain a significant problem, Bill Costello believes foreign aid is helping to return Cambodia to normal.
It's a big problem. The official estimates are 4 to 6 million mines, although, of course, it's one of those essentially unknowable things, how many mines are under the ground. The thing I would say about it, though, is it's a big problem, but it's not an insurmountable one. I think a lot of people believe that we can break the back of the landmine problem in Cambodia in 5 or at most 10 years. Already the casualty rates have come down significantly in the last 3 to 4 years.
I find through the work I do that the biggest thing the world suffers from now is a feeling of intolerance.
After the late Princess Diana drew attention to the world's landmine problem in 1997, 130 countries signed the so-called Ottawa Treaty, banning them globally. According to Archie Law, Australia is also putting words into action with a $40 million commitment to demining Cambodia.
You do go back past these villages today, and they are living a normal existence. They've got schools, they've got clinics, they've got water pumps, everyone's working out in the field, and you really think, well, this has all come together. Yeah, and that's a terrific feeling.
Sean Murphy with that inspiring story, which was filmed and directed on location by David Brill.